if we try to sell here right now, if I try to sell these lows right now, there's a good chance it's going to bounce off these lows and come right off those lows right now. So I said, you know what? We might be able to get some shorts, but why don't we just wait patiently here and see if we can't buy these lows? Because after all, a big strong channel like that, I don't want to be selling at those lows, right? This is something we talk about every day in a live trade room. So we waited to buy the lows. Now what happened was, once we saw the lows hold here on the crude, we then took a two-step long off the new higher highs. So now we look above us and we say, wait a second, isn't that the previous range above us? We had the previous low of day, previous high of day. We also had the BMT up top here. The BMT and the 34 was in the middle there. And so we noticed at the low of the channel, we wanted now to try to find buying opportunities, but one big clue was that previous range above us. Remember guys, when I'm below the previous lows, that magnet will try to bring price right back up. And since we had this big low volume drop, it was really easy for us to speculate and say we're probably going to end up stalling at these lows, and then we're going to make a try of course, to go back up into that range. Now crude actually did make it almost back to 92s and then went sideways. And when crude went sideways, we saw it happen, and we were drooling over this. Sideways ranges are our favorite because then all we have to do now is sell the highs and buy the lows. That's exactly what we did. So we found the sideways range, and we simply sold the highs of the sideways range 3 times, right, for 3 winners. We're looking for buying opportunities, and this is where we got our first break. We found on the 34 range chart, and I pointed this out to you guys in the last slide, right? On the 34 range chart, we found that swing high. Now, of course, I didn't know we were going to use that swing high at the time, but once we came back around, it was a perfect trade long. We were looking for an opportunity to get long here. We break above, wave pattern long, new higher high, buy the pullback, and at 9:14, we get 38 ticks of the market. Very, very simple strategy. We waited patiently to see the sellers slow down. Momentum curls up. We mark up our swing high. Now again, that swing high, as you can see, I could have easily added a couple down here. But remember, at this time of the morning, I want to be as conservative as possible. So I could have grabbed it right there. I probably could have grabbed it right there. I probably could have grabbed it right there. But instead, I wanted to be patient. I wanted to use that larger time frame, that 34 range chart. That was a swing high on the 34 range. That way I knew this was going to be a powerful move. That was our first trade of the day. That was a fast track winner as well. And of course, 38 ticks, that's $380. Now think about this. I would have lost minus 10, I would have made my 10 and lost 10 there. So I'm underwater by 20 ticks, or I could have waited patiently and make 38 ticks. Up to you. I would rather wait patiently, take the higher percentage trade, and that's exactly what we did. And when we did this, it felt so good to reinforce those rules. This is how you become a successful trader in the long run. This I can replicate. I can do this again tomorrow. I can't guarantee I'm going to find those big low volume drops tomorrow. Make sense? Okay, when things don't fit your rules, it's difficult for you to anticipate it again tomorrow. And what if it's a loss? How do you avoid it tomorrow? These are all big time emotional and technical rules, guys, that really help you put the wind at your back and keep you confident. Let's keep moving. That was only the first of many trades today on crude.